Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to an episode of Denvito Lifestyle. Super excited to jump into this with you guys. For those of you guys that don't know, Petersburg can be a really dreary, rainy place sometimes. And if you're not used to it or accustomed to it, it could be a real downer. So a couple of months ago, I reached out in a local poll to some Petersburg residents about this specific question. What is a must-own item for brightening up a rainy or dreary day? This is something that a lot of Southeast Alaskans deal with. So if you're in this spot of struggling with the rain and dreariness, I hope this video helps you out. But before we jump into things here, I encourage you, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment when you're done. Let me know what you think of it. What is a must-own item for brightening up a rainy or dreary day? Molly says rain gear. I can actually speak to this personally. I've been out fishing when it's been raining. My wife and I are avid clam diggers out on the beach. Having rain gear for rainy or dreary days is amazing because if you have the right protective gear, rain can't stop you from getting outside, going fishing and clam digging and all that awesome stuff. So that's a great answer. Denise says yoga and a happy light. So after nearly a year of living here, I remember my pastor got me a happy light for my office and it actually made a pretty big difference. I mean, I still have it in my office right now on the left side corner of my desk. If you're not familiar with it, it's this light that's supposed to put off the closest thing to sunlight. And so you have it on in your space, in your by your desk or in your room or whatever. It's supposed to emit this kind of daylight light. So happy lights are great. KARLA says HARNEY and Sons hot cinnamon spiced tea. Now, I'm an avid tea drinker, so I like this one. You just got to be careful about what teas you're drinking because if you drink something like Sweet Dreams tea or something like that, you're going to be spending most of your time during the dreary months napping. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Katie says, lights, all kinds. I get out my flameless candles and have them on timers so they're automatically on when I come home. Katie, you're doing it right. That's awesome. Like just those automatic timers, as soon as you get home, this is like an aura in your living room. I love that. That's amazing. My wife and I are huge avid light candle people, so that's pretty amazing. I might need to get some of those myself. LINDSEY says indoor plants. I think that's my Lindsay. So my wife and I, we love plants. Plants are great. I mean, it gives you something to kind of babysit and tend to. They're lush, they're green. The only trick is you have to keep them alive. That's a little more difficult. Easier said than done. But hey, if you're able to keep plants alive, or better yet, if you're okay with just fake plastic plants that look like the real thing, less work, just saying. Those are pretty great too. Adriana says candles, lots of candles with yummy smells. Candles are such a great thing because not only do they produce light, but they also just smell great. There's literally a candle in the back of the studio right now that I've been burning off and on in between these tapings. And candles are just great, especially if you get like the Bath and Body Works candles. Oh my gosh, you gotta try those out. Yankee Candle, they're great. They're just a little expensive for my taste. You get Bath and Body Works candles. They are cheaper and they smell just as good. And actually the aroma tends to stick around for a lot longer too. So Adriana, great one. Candles are awesome. Christina says coffee, period. Is there really anything else that needs to be said? If I am going to talk about coffee though, you need to try Caribou Coffee. They're based out in Minnesota. Amazing stuff. You can get on Amazon. It's great. Try it out. KARLA says Happy Light, cannot miss. That's 2 for Happy Light right there. Seriously, if you haven't gotten a Happy Light yet, get the message now. Happy Lights are the way to go. Chris says a plane ticket. It's true. Seriously, I have the flameless candles with timers, cozy throws for all the chairs, and most importantly, our dogs. You just have everything that you need right there. I mean, throw Jesus in there, you're set and ready to go. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like the plane ticket, that's a must. You got to travel, get off the rock, especially if you're on an island. You got to go places, go to a museum or, stay at a nice hotel or something. Eat at some restaurants. Flameless candles, that's another one that was mentioned there too with timers. Cozy throws for all the chairs. Sounds like something my wife would do. And most importantly, our dogs. Lindsay and I love our dog. We have a little mini terrier named Bella, and she's a bit of a nuisance sometimes. She's a bit of a handful, but we love her to death, and she keeps us busy. So great during those dreary seasons. Wes says, a fire pit in the carport. It does wonders. I need to borrow that, Wes. Fire pits are great, especially if you get the ones that are like the square units and you put a propane tank at the bottom of them and they've got like the blue rocks and everything and the fire comes through. I've been seeing a lot of those around here in town in Petersburg here recently, and It's on my bucket list. I need to get one of those. Michelle says, fun, fuzzy socks and indoor slippers because warm feet are a must. As somebody that gets cold feet all the time, totally get that. By the way, I know it doesn't brighten, but it's still a must. Hey, if it brightens your day metaphorically for you, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, that's huge. Like, I totally have those things myself where it's like, you know, a good book, a cozy blanket, a comfortable spot to chill out, all those different things, you know, fuzzy socks and all that stuff. That's great stuff. Like, that's what helps get us through the dreary seasons. And then when summer comes, we don't need them, or do we? Roxanne says, bright lighting indoors. The honest truth of it is, lighting is actually a really cheap and easy way to be able to overcome like the drolls of the clouds and the rain. Like, lighting is pretty inexpensive too. You get a good lamp, a good standing lamp, you go to like a Goodwill or an antique shop and you get yourself a nice cheap old lamp. Like, it's so easy to be able to invest in lighting. You should seriously do it. And Nancy says, a favorite drink, wood stove, and a good book. Kind of feel like I got this whole screensaver going through my mind when I read that. A favorite drink, wood stove, and a good book. What more do you need than that? I myself, I'm a huge bookworm, and so seriously, if I've got a warm spot, a good couch or something, and a book to read, I'm literally set. I can get through anything, and that's proven true in my life. It's shown true based off of all the books that I have piled up by my nightstand. And there we go. I asked the question, what is a must-own item for brightening up a rainy or dreary day? And you guys delivered. Awesome job. Thank you so much for these local submissions. I really appreciate it. Here's the thing. I'd love to do more videos like this in the future. If you guys answer this question right now, what is a must-own item for brightening up a rainy or dreary day? Leave it in the comments and let me know what you think. Those of you that are Alaskans know that even though it's really dark and dreary here, there's no better place to live. So hey, if you're watching this video and you're not an Alaskan, don't let it scare you off from coming and visiting. It's an amazing place. It's just a little wet. Well, hey, that's all I've got for you guys on this episode of Denvito Lifestyle. What are your thoughts on the video? Let me know in the comments below, and please take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment as well. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. Take care and be blessed.